Debt has been around since the dawn of time, and it is an unfortunate reality that many people will face in their lifetime. But if you know what to do, getting out of debt can be one of the most rewarding things you have ever done. It's not easy, but if you follow these steps closely and stick with them for a long enough period, you will be debt-free before you know it. Getting out of debt can take a while, but if you're ready to put in the work, it is doable. In this video, we will share the exact steps you need to take to get out of debt quickly and efficiently. So if you are ready to get rid of your debt, then read on. Number 1, assess your current situation. The first step to getting out of debt is to find where you currently stand. This means looking at how much money you owe, to whom you owe it, and what kind of interest rates you are paying. Once you have a clear understanding of your overall debt picture, you can start to develop a plan for getting out of debt. Make sure to get a clear idea of what your minimum monthly payments are for each of your debts. This information will be important later on when you start making your debt repayment plan. Once you have a clear idea of your current debt situation, you can move on to the next step. Number 2, develop a budget. The second step to getting out of debt is to develop a budget. This will help you track your spending and make sure that you are not spending more money than you are bringing in each month. When developing your budget, make sure to include all of your essential expenses, such as rent or mortgage, food, transportation, and utilities. Once you figured out your expenses, set your budget in a way that allows you to put extra money towards your debt each month. If necessary, eliminate non-essential expenses, such as entertainment and cable TV, to free up more money to put towards your debt. Number 3, pay more than the minimum. The third step to getting out of debt is to pay more than the minimum payment on your debts each month. When you only make the minimum payment, the majority of your payment goes towards interest, which means that it will take you much longer to pay off your debt. Instead, try to pay double or even triple the minimum payment on your debts each month. This will help you get out of debt much faster and save you a lot of money in interest payments. To do that, use your budget and find additional sources of income to help you make bigger debt payments. Number 4, the snowball method. The snowball method is one of the most popular methods for getting out of debt. To use this method, you will need to list your debts from smallest to largest. Once you have your debts listed in order, you will start by making the minimum payment on all of your debts except for the one with the smallest balance. For the debt with the smallest balance, you will make a payment that is as large as you can afford. For example, if your smallest debt is $500 and you have $50 extra each month to put towards the debt repayment, you would make a payment of $550 on that debt. Once the smallest debt is paid off, you will move on to the next debt on your list and keep on snowballing your way through your debts until they are all paid off. Number 5, take advantage of loan consolidation. If you have multiple debts with high interest rates, you may want to consider consolidating your loans into one single loan with a lower interest rate. This can help you save money on your interest payments and make it easier to manage your debt repayment plan. There are a few different ways to consolidate your loans, such as taking out a personal loan or using a balance transfer credit card. If you decide to consolidate your loans, make sure that you do not end up with a loan that has a longer repayment period than your original loans. This would just extend the amount of time it takes for you to get out of debt. Number 6, create extra sources of income. Having more money in your pockets each month can help you get out of debt much faster. If you can create extra sources of income, use that money to make additional payments on your debts each month. There are a few different ways that you can create extra sources of income, such as getting a part-time job, renting out a room in your house, or selling items that you no longer need. Number 7, don't rely on your credit cards. Credit cards are one of the best financial tools that you have at your disposal, but they can also be one of the worst if you are not careful. If you are trying to get out of debt, you mustn't rely on credit cards to make ends meet each month. This will just dig you deeper into debt. If you are using credit cards to help you make ends meet each month, try to find other ways to cut back on your expenses so that you can get out of debt. Once you are out of debt, you can start using credit cards again, but make sure that you use them responsibly. Number 8. Automate your debt payments. One of the best ways to stay on top of your debt repayment plan is to automate your payments. This means that you will need to set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account each month. Doing this will help you make sure that you always have money available to make your debt payments on time. You can ask your lender or bank to set up automatic payments for you, or you can set up the transfers yourself. If you are not sure how to do this, your bank or lender should be able to help you. Number 9. Negotiate to lower the interest rates on your debts. If you are having trouble making your monthly debt payments, one option that you have is to try and negotiate with your creditors to lower the interest rates. This can help you save money on interest payments and make it easier to get out of debt. To do this, you will need to contact your creditors and explain your financial situation. Be honest with them and let them know that you are having trouble making your payments. Then, ask if they would be willing to negotiate a lower interest rate. If your creditors are not willing to lower your interest rates, you may be able to negotiate a lower monthly payment. Again, be honest with your creditors and explain your financial situation. Let them know how much you can afford to pay each month and ask if they would be willing to lower your payments. Number 10. Seek professional help. There are a lot of different ways to get out of debt, but some people find that they need professional help to do it. If you are struggling to make your monthly payments or you're just not sure how to create a debt repayment plan, you may want to consider seeking professional help. There are a lot of different options available to help you get out of debt, such as credit counseling, debt consolidation, and debt settlement. Each option has its own set of pros and cons, so make sure that you do your research before you decide which one is right for you. Number 11. Track your spending. If you want to get out of debt, you must be aware of your spending habits. This means that you need to track your spending so that you can see where your money is going each month. There are a lot of different ways that you can track your spending, such as using a budgeting app or tracking your expenses manually. Tracking your spending can help you see where you are spending too much money, and it can also help you find ways to cut back on your expenses. If you are not sure how to track your spending, there are a lot of different resources that you can use, such as this guide from The Balance. Number 12, track your progress. And lastly, make sure to track your progress from time to time. This will help you stay motivated and on track with your debt repayment plan. Seeing the progress that you have made can be a great way to stay motivated to continue working towards your goal of becoming debt-free. There are a lot of different ways that you can track your progress, such as looking at your account balances or making a list of all the debts that you have paid off. If you're not sure how to track your progress, your bank or lender should be able to help you. So there you have it. These are 12 of the best tips for how to get out of debt. If you are struggling with your debts, make sure to use these tips to help you get back on track. And remember, it is never too late to start working towards becoming debt-free. The faster you start, the sooner you can achieve your goal. Please subscribe, share, and comment below if you have a plan of your own to become debt-free. You've been awesome. Until next time.